And today I'm going to do a reveal of the new to me Chanel flat bag in the small size and the traditional black color and gold hardware. I'm going to walk through also the thought process behind how I decided to purchase a flat bag, vintage versus new, and a bit of background behind my purchasing experience with the Persefair. This is not sponsored by Persefair, so if you're interested, stay tuned. And here's the reveal of the gorgeous Chanel flat bag in a small size with lambskin, gold hardware, and the traditional black color. Yes, I went boring, but I think you just can't go wrong. Ta-da! And here it is. Absolutely gorgeous and stunning. This bag is about 25 years old, and you can see it's still in excellent condition. Some of the puff has obviously gone out of it due to the age, but it's not exactly flat like some of the bags I've seen. The gold hardware is absolutely stunning. It's in immaculate condition, no tarnishing anywhere, and the chain, gold chain, is absolutely immaculate. Similarly, if you look at the back, you can see some of the quilting has deflated here, but I wish you're here. If you touch it, it's just absolutely gorgeous and luxurious. Here's the side of the bag. And then I'm gonna open it up for you. When you open it up, it's in a traditional double flap format. And the idea of double flap is so that it would actually hold the shape of the bag. Now, Chanel didn't make a single flap. I believe stopped making a single flap bag in 2008. The double flap keeps the structure a bit more. Here's the zip pocket, and really, I think it's more for ornamental. It only goes up to here, and you can't, there's no pocket there. It's just up the top. And then when you open it, you've got the Chanel logo, the gorgeous interlock CC, beautiful burgundy lining. Mine had a bit of an indentation here, probably from, the previous user opening this. And it also, if you don't button it here, it does create that stretch, but I don't mind it. It gives it character. And then I've actually got myself a bag organizer. And if you're interested, I've put the link down below. I'm gonna remove that for you so you can see the inside of the bag. It's got some silicone sachet in there. There's a serial number there and Chanel. And on the other side, these are made in France, the older vintage bags. I think later on, Chanel started manufacturing the bags in Italy. So I might quickly talk about the dimensions of the bag in a small size, do a bit of a mod shot, and then I'll do a bit of a story around how I purchased the bag and the decision behind it. So across the width of the bag is 23 centimeter, the depth is 6 centimeter, and the height is 14 centimeter. As I mentioned before, this is a flat bag, vintage flat bag in the lambskin, gold hardware, and the small size. The bag could be worn either single strap, crossbody, and I'll show you that in a sec, or shoulder bag. So I might start with a bit of a mod shot. Crossbody, you can see. You can also as a shoulder bag. Various different things that I was considering. There was, of course, the lambskin versus caviar skin, the color of the hardware, do I go gold or silver? And then the size of the bag. There were various different sizes, and again, I'm going to show you here on screen the different sizes available in the flat bag. So as of March the 6th, 2023, there's just been a Chanel price increase. In which country you're in, between 11% and 18%. Show you on screen here are those ridiculous price increases. It was more of a reason why I think more and more people are going to move towards the vintage or the secondary market for many different reasons. The key one being price, of course, it's sustainability, as well as the quality of the bag. For those who may not know, Chanel stopped making their flat bag with the 24 karat gold plated hardware after 2008. It's just the gold tone hardware, which I don't believe has the same look, feel, and the sense of luxury compared to the older bags. There's been lots of reviews around the current Chanel bags and how the quality is not the way that it used to. That because of the increasing popularity of Chanel amongst general public, when I say general public, that's obviously taken with liberty. Not everybody can afford a Chanel, but it's now, produced in mass numbers, and I just don't believe the way that they're producing it is in keeping with the quality that they used to be able to implement when they were doing much smaller batches. Primarily the reason why I chose the vintage bag. It is important that the bag does suit your individual frame. I do understand that the Chanel medium flat bag is the most popular, but I decided to go with the small size because I'm a small person and it just looked better against my frame. It's original condition to the best of my ability, because if you touch it up or color it, I just feel that something's lost with the originality of the bag. That's just my personal opinion. You now the backstory of how I decided to purchase a bag from the Persefair. When I decided that I was going to pull the trigger to purchasing a Chanel flat bag, there were lots of options available. Obviously, I could purchase it brand new or vintage. I decided to go vintage because I felt like the quality was there, the price was more pocket friendly, and I really, really love the gorgeous gold hardware of the vintage bags. I've gone to the store and did have a look at the various different flat bags in my city. There's a couple of stores and they just didn't have a lot of stock available. I was really wanting lambskin. It was very difficult. I really didn't like the look of caviar. I know that a lot of people really like it for its durability, but I just felt it didn't have the same luxurious feel as the lambskin. I did try on the jumbo just for fun. They had a jumbo available and a medium flap, but they didn't have the small flap. So I ended up going into a vintage store to try it on, and that's how Persefair came up on my radar. I have purchased previously from Persefair before, had some positive experience, small $1,000 plus around that items, little small accessories, but they do stock quite a number of Chanel bags. So I tried it on and realized the small was what I wanted. And then I started looking at eBay. I decided that for the kind of dollars I was looking at for the condition I wanted, it was going to be at least $6,000, and I just did not feel comfortable spending that kind of money, not seeing the bag physically and potentially having to return the bag with not really 100% a surety that the return was going to be smooth. I decided that really if I was going to go to the vintage route, I was really going to have to purchase it sight seen physically from a physical store. I went to Persefair. I also went to a couple of different consignment stores in the city that I live in. Look at those bags physically, look at different price points. Also look at the way that they were able to provide proof of authentication. And that was one of the main reasons why I decided to go with Persefair. Some of these consignment stores provide certificates of authenticity, but it's actually from their own store, and I really want something that was third party. The Persefair was able to give me a certification certificate that was from Entropy. So Entropy is basically a authentication service that uses a combination of AI and human eyes to verify the authenticity of the bag. And of course, a word of caution that I do give to everybody is unless you actually purchase the bag from the store itself, end of the day, there is still a small margin of error that the bag, the item you purchase, is not 100% authentic. And that's something that I really want everyone to be aware of. So again, that was something that I was prepared to take into account. So my budget was up to 8,000 Australian dollars, and I really wanted something that did not have any wear in the corners, any requirement for a bag spa where they might have to recolor it. Again, I was concerned about the originality of it. So I pushed the bag in August when they had the sale on, and Went into the store, they were, you know, obviously very crowded. I have to say that was probably not the best experience compared to if I was in a store by myself and had the time to think and have the crowd around me, but so be it. I ended up saving around $300, 300 Australian dollars for this bag, which really is not a huge amount, but hey, a saving's a saving. And I was looking for something in my price range. They had all different types of bags, ranging from really battered, you know, bag around the $4,000 mark, all the way to bags that were pretty much present day around the $12,000, $13,000 mark. Some of them unopened really. So I picked this bag, and it was pretty, you know, smooth transaction. Pay for this, they showed me the, you know, authenticity certificate. This bag didn't come with a box. It comes with a dust bag, looking a bit tattered, but back in this era in the 1990s, it was not designed to really necessarily hold the bag. It was designed to, you know, there's a bit of a glove and you give the bag a bit of a rub. It's probably the only thing that I didn't like about it, but as Persevere's sales associate told me, you know, every bag came with its own history. Some came with a bag, some without. There was another bag that was a little bit cheaper. I think it was $6,700 that did come with a bag, but it did have a big dent on it. Indentation, as you can see, is quite noticeable, but hey, I can live with it. So here's a backstory of the review of my gorgeous, gorgeous Chanel flat bag in the vintage small size gold hardware and the traditional, could be boring but safe color in the black. And I hope you enjoyed this backstory, and if you did, please do consider subscribing by clicking on the subscription button below and ring notification bell. I haven't made a video now for almost a year. It's been a crazy hectic year, and I'm really committed to continue making regular videos and watch my little channel grow. So if you're interested, please do consider subscribing. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and stay positive. Bye.